Hello everyone. I want to talk about today how to find ultimate joy and happiness. So in this life, everybody is looking for happiness, but seems like nobody can find it. So the reason for that is happiness comes from outside. For example, people think when they buy a house, or they think when they actually buy a car, and that is gonna bring them happiness. But then when they got those things, when they get those things, they still cannot be happy. So why is that? Because actually there is only one way to find happiness and joy in this life, and those are your thoughts. What does it mean? So your only joy comes from the thoughts you are thinking all day. Let's say your boyfriend didn't text you, or your girlfriend didn't text you. And if you think that they don't text you, they ignore you, this is how they always do it, and they are narcissist, or they are just don't love me, blah blah blah. So this is a choice you have, right? When you choose those thoughts, looking at the outside, looking at the world, the illusion, 3D reality, you are looking at that, and you're seeing there is no text or call, and then you are getting the conclusion that they ignore you, they don't love you, or something, which makes you sad. Okay, which makes you sad. But the only truth, only reality is what is inside of you, what you think, right? So for example, instead of that, you choose to think, no matter what the outside world tells you, what you choose to think. Let's say you choose to think, of course they will text me, they're busy, and whenever they find time they always text me. Now how does it feel? It feels much better. I feel the joy, I feel the peace. Yes, that's the truth. So I go on my day without any negative thinking. So the positive affirmations, their actual role is not positive thinking. Their actual role is to stop you from negative thinking. So once you find that peace and joy in that thought, you stop thinking for the rest of the day, and finally when they have time they will text you, right? Okay, let's give another example why people cannot find joy in buying a house. Okay, because they, let's say they buy a house and they worked hard for it, and then they think that's gonna bring them joy, but when where they inside the house, the other problems will emerge, right? Life is always bring you stuff that will affect your thinking. And instead of thinking negatively, at each moment, if you choose a positive thought, that will bring you the ultimate joy. It doesn't matter what the 3D is, it doesn't matter what the world is telling you, it doesn't matter what you're telling yourself, is gonna bring you peace. For example, let's say you are jealous of other girls because you always compare yourself with other people because you think they are more beautiful than you, let's say. And first of all, what if everything is a story in your mind? What if beauty is, if you accept you're beautiful, you're beautiful? What if you think you're not beautiful, you're not beautiful? First of all, think about that, okay? And it applies to men also. When they think they're handsome, maybe they're handsome. If they think they're ugly, they're ugly. So what if everything is a thought, everything is a story in your mind? So be careful what thoughts you're choosing, okay? So let's say then you're comparing yourself with other people, and then remember, this will feel so bad. You will feel so bad about yourself, thinking other people are much better than you. And then what if instead of that you choose a thought that feels much better, like this: everyone is beautiful and everyone is unique, and there is no comparison, because some people might find you as the most beautiful person in the world, and some people might not find you beautiful. That's okay. Everyone has a beautiful, unique soul and physical appearance. That's what makes this world beautiful place, right? And so there is no comparison in terms of that, because God created all of us beautifully. And then let's say this is something happens to me. I look at other people and I say, this girl or this girl is much better than me. So let's say my husband would like this girl better than me. And so these kind of thoughts, right, makes me feel really bad. And instead I choose this. Instead, look at a thought that will erase that effect of that thought, right? Now I think I'm glad there are all the beautiful girls in this world, because all of them exist, just to remind my husband or boyfriend that I am the most beautiful girl and I am the only one for him. So those girls, I'm glad they exist, because then this shows my husband that, or boyfriend, that I am the best, and in terms of my beauty and my soul, and they are there just to reflect him that I am the one for him. Now that thought I choose makes me feel so much peace, so much better. Now I stop comparing myself with other people, and I'm happy that all those people exist. So what I'm trying to say at the end is, choose a thought that will erase the effect of that negative thought, and live this life peacefully and joyfully. Remember, there is no outside world. It only matters what thoughts you are telling to yourself. So if your goal is happiness and joy, then always tell yourself joyful and happy thoughts that will stop your negative thinking. Nothing is important. Nothing. If the 3D world changes based on your thoughts, or if you get the boyfriend or husband you want, whatever, it doesn't matter. What matters is how you serve yourself at each moment, how you serve yourself, how much you love yourself, so that you choose those positive thoughts. Let's say the boyfriend you had, you broke up and they got married to someone, and then what can you do? So let's say in that situation, you have a choice. You can choose to cry all day and night and hurt yourself and probably make yourself sick, and there are people who dies from that type of pain, okay? And I know how painful it is, and you can literally either make yourself sick and or kill yourself. So those worrisome and hurtful thoughts are not gonna bring you anything. So what if, let's say, you choose a positive thought? At least you make yourself happy, okay? So therefore, instead of let's say they got married, okay, like you have a choice, okay? You can say, oh, I'm glad they got married, because that girl is gonna show him I am the only one for him. See that thought? Even the birds are agreeing with me. You see, that thought is the most amazing thought you can do to yourself. If you love yourself, choose the thoughts that are bringing you joy, and make this a habit. Make the joy and happiness your goal. If that is your goal, then only way to reach it, to choose the thoughts that are giving you joy to think about. And maybe that is the only way to find the joy, and maybe that is the only way to find God. And I hope this helps.